Yo, what's going on, YouTubers, gamers, and hobbyists? Welcome to another episode of P&Q, episode 102, coming right at you this Monday. And I don't have any emails this week, although you can email me. You can contact me one of two ways. So email being one, I'll leave a link in the video description below. That's miniwarzone@gmail.com, or you can just leave a comment or question in the comment section below, and that's fine. Or do like Stephen over at the Spider's Web does. He kind of asks a question of the week in one of his videos, which I'll come to in due course. So do that way. I should be able to pick it up. Anyway, right. So enough preamble. I'm going to go straight into it. So P&Q, starting with Crew Orange Le Silicates, says, "Great P&Q, Pete." Sorry, that creaking is the chair, by the way. No, he didn't say that. I'm saying that. He says, "Great P&Q, Pete. Where would you like to go on holiday? Where do you like to go on holiday, sorry? And where is the place you would like to visit that you have not?" Where do you like to go on holiday? To be truthful, be completely truthful, I don't mind where I go on holiday as long as I have my family, we're all healthy and in good shape. I don't care, honestly. There's places I'd like to visit. Where is the place I'd like to visit? I don't know. I'd like to visit places like I wouldn't mind seeing New York sometime, just to say I've been there, because I see it in a lot of films and movies and TV series and whatnot. Niagara Falls, Canada would be a lovely place to visit, and not just because of mini war gaming. Oh, that's a bonus. But yeah, so I'd say Canada and New York would be two places I would like to see. I would have said Florida, but gonna go there later this year anyway. So yeah. Hope that answers that question. Atomic Dog Scale Model Freak, hey, says, "Hey Pete, you rock!" Question: when you finish a mini, do you have the urge to make a small diorama for it? To give it a story or something like that? Take care, very happy to see you and your channel doing well. Yeah, well, I kind of like that zombie diorama I did, the Zombieland, Road to Freedom. That was, I've only done a couple of dioramas, I'll be truthful. I'm really new at that kind of thing. Because I think dioramas are a whole skill unto itself. And I appreciate that on a small you can in effect create a mini diorama, and you can do that, and that's perfectly cool. I know you can do that. And that's do I have it? No, if I'm going to make a diorama, I specifically set out in mind to make a diorama. I've only done it a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, and when I make other miniatures, I don't have that urge, because I'm making them for a specific purpose, for a specific army, or what have you, so that I can play them on the tabletop. That said, there's been a few. I've got a few figures from armies I don't have, Sisters of Battle, that kind of thing, for Warhammer, and I'm tempted to make a diorama with those, I suppose, because I don't have a Sisters of Battle army. Not unless they come out in plastic, and then I probably will. But at the moment, I don't have any other urges. Just that. No, just I do want to. I want to make another diorama. I do want to make another diorama at some point, but I will specifically set out to make a diorama. I'd like to do a ship diorama. I think that would be cool on waves. I would like to do something like that, but who knows? Who knows? Some models are so big that they kind of become dioramas in themselves, literally because of the scale of them. I've not got to that stage yet, but you never know. Thank you for your question, by the way. Alright, so I'm going to take a sip of tea at this juncture, because Summer seems to have gone, so I can go back on the hot drinks. I've been on them for a while. That said, it was awfully humid in here yesterday. Dehumidifier kicked in and took out a whole, I don't know, a couple of gallons, I would say, at least, of liquid from the air, which are now my my container with the tap that I use to wash out my brushes and stuff. Idic Beer is next. He says, "Nice answers, Pete. You talked about YouTube recommending channels that you're already subbed to in your last paint-along video. Yes. I am wondering how many channels you are subbed to and what percentage of them are hobby related." Well, I'm subbed to quite a few channels. I would say around about, have a guess, I've got a guess here, I can't count them. I'd say I'm subbed to about 300 channels. And about 99.9% of them are hobby related. I can think of only, actually I can think of 4 channels that aren't hobby related. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, hope that answers that question. Only have 2 sheets of paper today. Old Fox. Hey Pete, what do you think about tattoos on the head, face or neck? Well, that's a conversation opener, isn't it? I mean, myself, speaking from myself, as a person, I'm a pretty live and let live kind of guy. I'm easygoing. You know, people do what they do. They tattoo themselves all over. They pierce themselves over. But you know, that's up to them. That's not my bag. But I was like my brother. He's one of my brothers. Actually, they've both got a lot of tattoos. But my brother, who used to be a tattooist, he is kind of, you know, from the neck down, everything tattooed. He even does his fingernails occasionally, and they kind of grow out, and he does them, you know, he does like, you know, like the card symbols like hearts and diamonds and just little things like that, or silly little things, or he'll try new colours out. What do I think? When I think about it, I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but you can't go through life and not expect it to raise eyebrows. The thing is, I mean, we say you should never judge a book by its cover. Yes, that's fine. But, like my daughter's always saying now, when you first meet someone brand new for the first time, the only information you have to go on with this person to interact with them is their appearance. So automatically your brain does form judgments and opinions, because that's all it's got to go on. It has to, by its very nature. So you can't, I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but if you do it, you can't expect not to have a few raised eyebrows or whatever. And you know, in this day and age, it's difficult to get a job. I know more than anybody. It's so hard to find work, and things like that just add to the filtration system that they used to. Oh no, like next, because they need things to filter people out, and they start off with things like that. You know, that's if you get to that stage. But yeah, I don't have a problem with it, but you can't expect not to have a few issues if you do that sort of thing, because like I say, people do judge by appearance, especially for the first time, because that's the only information. I mean, it doesn't matter how nice of a person that person is, the only information the other person has is what they look like, and to most people it's off-putting. But that's just our life, that's the world we live in. Great question though. I could go into this for hours, but I'm not going to. But that's a good conversation starter. I might use it on our weekly chat session. As at home, we watch stuff. Like on a Mondays we watch something, on a Wednesday we watch something else, on Thursdays something else, Friday something else. But on a Tuesday we always set aside time for no technology and conversation. Just the few of us. We sit down as a family and talk, and that's a great conversation starter. I'm going to use that. Tattoo for you. It says, good P&Q home slice. Do you ever help your daughter with schoolwork? And how did you prevent yourself from beating your head on the wall? Lol. How long does the average Zombicide game last? Right, well, do I ever help my daughter with school? I have done, yes. I've helped her with things like English and that kind of thing. I haven't been able to help her with maths and that kind of stuff. That's more maths and science. That was more my wife's area of expertise, so to speak. So she was able to help with that. But I help with the English, because that is my forte. How do I stop myself beating my head on the wall? Well, I didn't. That's why I'm like I am. How long does the average Zombicide game last? Well, that depends. There's no... there's all different missions, you see. But, I mean, you can make your own missions up, of course. But obviously you're not going to know how long they take. But then you can work missions from the book, or books that you get with it, and each mission, well, you can download them off the website, and each mission will tell you how long. It can be anything from 30 minutes to, you know, like 90 minutes or 120 minutes, anywhere in that can be. Yeah, I'd say set aside at least an hour on average, time you set up and everything. But yeah, so, but yeah, I'd say an hour, but a lot of them will go on longer, some go on shorter. But like I say, you can make your own missions up. You kind of get a feel for how long. I think the first tutorial. Oh, I can't even get this right. I don't know if that's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. No more than 45 minutes, I would say, for the tutorial. I think in Prison Outbreak the tutorial is 60 minutes. But, you know, some of them can go on. The better you are, of course, the longer it takes you. I don't know, because you're not getting killed. It's all different. There's so many different missions in games. You know, it can vary so much. But I'm going to say an hour, just as a baseline. Right, okay, and finally then, question of the week from the Laddie Show, or a chat, a brew, and a big black dog, from Stephen and Ali over at the Spider's Web. Tell about your next significant birthday. Okay, you're planning it. Where would you like it? What theme would you have? What inspirational people, alive or dead, would you invite? Well, where would I like it? Next big birthday. Next big birthday. That's a good question. My last big birthday I had at a place that's defunct now. It's it was a pub with like a convention room that you could hire on the back for parties and things. And I actually played in my band at my own birthday party, and it was really, really cool. And that was good. But I've done that now, so I wouldn't want to do that again. I don't know. It's okay. Sorry. Right. So I didn't even. I read the question obviously because I typed it up on here, but I haven't given it any thought because I thought, oh, I've got plenty of time to think about that. So I'm kind of having to think of it off the cuff. Where would I like it? I don't suppose it matters that much. venue is not really important to me. What theme would I have? Warhammer 40k, or Warhammer in general. Yeah, gotta be Warhammer. What inspirational people, alive or dead, would you invite? Well, my dad would be first and foremost on that list. He passed away a long time ago. He's one of the most inspirational people I've ever met in my life. So, my dad. Who else? I'd like to invite Bruce Lee, because he was a hell of a philosopher. And I love philosophy. I could talk with him for hours on stuff. Just about philosophy. Martial arts aside, but philosophy really fascinates me. So my dad, Bruce Lee. What other inspirational? There's so many, but mostly just friends and family. People I'm comfortable with and love, you know. So yeah, that's as cheesy as it sounds. But so maybe hire a hall somewhere, do a little bit of a mini cosplay, like a dress up, fancy dress thing, and have a Warhammer theme. I could go as an orc because I've got the build for it. big, chubby and yeah, I don't know. I'll do something anyway. But yeah, fancy dress party, Warhammer themed. Don't mind where, as long as it's big enough and got facilities. There's a couple of places nearby here I could think of. I could say I would have in mind, but they wouldn't mean anything to you guys because you wouldn't know where they were, most likely. Anyway, there you go. That's it. That's it for questions. There wasn't that many this week. Don't forget, pop your questions or comments down below, or email me at miniwarzone@gmail.com, and I will respond the following week. Stay cool, stay slinky, stay healthy, and until the next time, guys, have a great week ahead of you. Remember, all brushes lead to a war. Bye for now.